Another beautiful Wisconsin day. Perfect time to work on the inside of the car. Good evening, Twitter. It's your boy Wayman IV, and today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the overhead dome lights in a 1997 to 2001 Jeep Cherokee. This video will focus on the models that have an overhead console and not just the standard dome lights. Here's everything we're going to need: just a Phillips screwdriver, a T10 Torx bit, and the light bulbs are number 578. I've seen a million videos on how to install an overhead console, but in order to remove it, your first step is going to be to pop out the visors, and then there are two Phillips screws just ahead of them, right here, and in the exact same spot on the other side. You can take out those two screws. After those are out, the front half of the console should drop down. Careful not to let it fall. It's dangling on the wires. And in the back, there's a clip to remove that. All you gotta do is pull it forward. You might have to adjust the mirror, give you enough room. But you can see that clip there. Just pull it forward and it'll come out of the headliner. Then we're gonna disconnect the wires. You squeeze down on both sides and pull up. On the front one, there's a smaller tab right here. It is nice to have an extra set of hands. But once you've got the two wire harnesses disconnected, we're moving on to the top of it here. So those are the rear dome lights. This is the front ones. To get this off, there are two T10 Torx bolts on these two corners. This one busted off. That's why this is loose. And on the back, it's the same thing, except there's three T10 Torx bits. So this front box can be a bit difficult to get out because if you got this wire here, you can just pull that out, unplug it, and then it's a lot easier to get up into the fixture here where our light bulbs should be. To get these in, all you're going to do is pop them in between the connectors. It's the opposite to get them out. I mean, it can be kind of difficult without breaking the glass, so you can try to pry them out from the ends with a screwdriver. But since this one didn't even have light bulbs in it for whatever reason, they always say try not to touch the bulbs with your fingers, but that's kind of impossible, so I don't really care. After we got those in, I'm going to slide this back into place, reinsert our T10 bolt, and don't forget to plug this back in. I have no idea what it does, but it's probably important. Alright, now we're working on the back dome lights. Now that I'm looking at it, I think there should be 5 T10 screws in here, but this one only has 3 for some reason. As you can imagine, after we get those bolts out, it's the same procedure. This side is much easier. So I'm going to try to pop this out. This one works, but I'm going to change it anyway because I bought 4 bulbs. Should be simple as that to get it out. And then we'll take the new ones and just snap them in like that. Now we can flip this cover back over. Make sure it's flipped over the right way. So holes will only line up one way. Put those screws back in on this side. I super glued this peg that broke off back together. So after you get all those screws in, we're ready to put it back on the ceiling. As the Haynes manual always says, installation is the opposite of removal. So we're going to take this clip up here, slide it back, reconnect the wires, and then push these alignment tabs up into the correct spots. Now I'm going to do this with 2 hands. After we got those 2 screws back in place, we can pop the visors back and then test it out. So without even opening the doors right away, both of those work. And that one works, and I'm not going to press that one yet. I'm still waiting for that super glue to dry. I'll go ahead and open the door, and look at that. They all work. Good as new. Another test we can do is go to the headlight knob and turn it all the way to the left till it clicks, and that will turn on all the interior lights. So that's just another way to test it out, and then you can go ahead and turn the key to the run position and see if the screen and everything comes on, make sure all that works, and we're good to go.